class to elementary 4th grade math. My name is Glenda Rucker, and today we're going to be discussing Chapter 4. And in Chapter 4, it describes the idea of algebraic thinking. What I chose to do in this particular chapter is demonstrate the rules of graphs and tables. I've drawn up a table here that has an expression of 3x plus 1 in the right-hand side of the box and x in the left-hand side of the box. Now, x is recognized as a variable, which is sometimes described also as a number. It does not have, it's more of what we call something unknown. In this expression, 3x plus 1, we have the numbers under the x, which will represent the numbers that we will plug in to evaluate 3x plus 1. Okay, so what I've done here, I've done 1 for you just to kind of get started. What I want to do is I want to go through the rules of the expression that we're going to add the numbers in to evaluate. So the rule says multiply by 3, then add 1. So we have 3x plus 1. So now we're going to plug in each one of the numbers under the x, which represents x. So what we started here with is we say that x equals 1, so 3x plus 1 equals 3 times 1 plus 1 equals 4. Okay, so how we got that is that we said already that x was 1, so 3 times x is 3, and then you have the plus 1 that will equal 3. So 3 times 1 plus 1 will give us the 4 we're looking for. Okay, let's do number 2. Let's evaluate 2. We're going to say x equals 2, and then we say 3 times x plus 1 equals 3 times 2 plus 1 equals 7. Any one of you can raise your hand. That's okay. Can you tell me how I arrived to the 7? That we know that it has already indicated to us that it will be 7. Okay. We know that we said that the x was 2. So if we multiply the 3 times x, which is the 2, plus 1 equals 3 times 2, which is 6, plus 1 is 7. Okay, let's try 3. Okay, so we say x equals 3. So then we're going to say 3 times x plus 1 equals 3 times 3 plus 1 equals 10. That's what we're looking for. So we have, if x equals 3, we got 3 times x, which is 9, plus 1, that would be 10, is equal to 3 times 3 plus 1, which is 10. Okay, let's try the last one here. We have 4. So we're going to say x equals 4, and we say 3 times 4 plus 1 equals 3 times 4 plus 1 equals 13. So we have 4 is x, 3 times 4, that's 12, plus 1 is 13, equals 3 times 4 plus 1 equals 13. Okay, so this is sort of like what, you know, you can kind of expect from variables and how they apply. One of the things is that going by the rules will allow you to kind of understand, you know, the problem, the process as you start. Now, here is another form of a graph here that I've chose to work with, and it's sort of like how numbers relate with other numbers. We're going to do like a cost of books. So just imagine if you have, say, 4 books, and each one of the books was the price of $5. So at $5, for one book, you're going to pay $5. For 2 books, you're going to pay $10. For 3 books, you're going to pay $15, and for 4 books, you're going to pay $20. So this graph can be looked at as a XY type of system where you have pairs. You would have the pair of 1 and 5. You would have 2 and 10. Then you would have 3 and 15 and 4 and 20. So that would be an XY pair. I want this lesson that we've gone through today is going to be your next test. So I'd like for you to open up your books and start on the practices that we have with the expressions. And the following information that we've done with the graphs we'll be working with next week. So I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what rules and tables and graphs are going to be like. And so we'll start working with this today and move on next week.